Hi, Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines. We are going to do a combo read for you. I'm going to do one side, then the other side, and then we're going to see what the combined energies are or what blockages might be, on both sides. So we're going to start with my Divine Feminines. What is your energy toward the masculine right now? What are you feeling for your masculines? The first card that came out was Strength. That's the card of the inner power that you have. Strength is not about any kind of physical brute force. It's about the inner, being able to tame that lion and turn it into the lamb. It's about being able to make it to the finish line. I think some of you are wondering, how much more do you have left to give to this situation? Because the other card that came out is another major arcana card, which was the moon. And the moon is about illusions and secrets being held from you. And I think you're worried about what might come to light, or what you might find out, or is this other person even feeling the same connection, or are you just under an impression that's false right now? Five of Wands is a lot of internal conflict. I think you're battling a lot within yourself right now. The Five of Wands shows up when you are mentally in a state of just, like I said, fighting within yourself. You're your own worst enemy in this moment. Let's pull on the masculines, then we'll pull some combined energy. We'll use, we just used the Light Seers deck for you, and then for the masculines, for you, we're going to use the Bianco Nero. It's the black and white deck. Okay, they have the Six of Wands. So the masculines are feeling a sense of victory about something right now. A sense of accomplishment and feeling proud of their efforts and what they're putting in. Something in their lives is also, they are feeling very defeated. The way they see you, I think Ten of Swords that's a fear of that feeling of excitement, and that they've won a prize by having you or being with you or wanting you. I feel like this is a fear that it's not reciprocated, and they fear that they're going to feel stabbed in the back or left in a dark place of all the swords are just in them, and they like a feeling of defeat. And I feel like that's the energy they feel toward you. Like, are you in the same mental space? But you're feeling the same. You're wondering, are they in the same mental space? They're wondering if you are. But there's a different kind of fear on their end. The fear on their end is that should they come forward, it's not going to be reciprocated. But they see you as their ultimate happiness. Here's another major arcana card. They see you as what brings joy and excitement and a feeling of happiness, just ultimate happiness with you. See, I mean, the two people, like, they're just, the sun shines on them, and everything that the sun touches grows into something big. And I feel like they see that potential with you because they see you as the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, I mean, look at her. She's gorgeous. She is established. She sits in her power with that Ace of Wands. That Ace of Wands is passion and excitement and lust, and she is the Queen of Wands. Knows she's the life of the party. She's everybody wants to talk to at the party. She's who everybody wants to be. She's the ultimate package. And I think that's how they're viewing you from that side. So let's see what we're going to use. Tell me where the blockages are. What is stopping this connection for those it's not happening for? You got that Six of Swords again, which we saw on the Divine Masculine side. It's that victory, and I think it's the fear of not being victorious in this. The fear is that again, see, you got the moon and you had the moon on your side. You have cards on both sides which tell that are coming out repeated, which tells me that the energies, a lot of the energies are shared and mutual. I think you're both afraid of what the other might say, how the other might feel. What is it all in your head? Is it an illusion? Is it real? Is what's real here? Are there secrets that are going to come out? But ultimately, again, the Empress she embodies all of the queens. The Empress knows her worth. She gives birth to new things. Some of the divine feminines here could be getting pregnant even. This is a card of knowing your self-worth, knowing your power, people respecting you, looking up to you, seeing your value, that what you contribute to the situation. And what's blocking it is the Tower. I think that if this is coming up as a mutual energy, this is going to mean several things. This is going to mean that there are towers happening on both sides that have to be dealt with, and things that have to be finished before this can even happen. Towers represent sudden things that happen from the universe, that the universe just kind of puts there in order for you to face something and to change direction. So that's the kind of the what's blocking it. Tell me more about any mutual energies here. What's going on for both? Again, another repeated card, and you watch me shuffle, you watch me pull from different decks. 78 cards in a deck. Likelihood of getting matching cards constantly is really, you do the math, the chances here are not high. You got the Ten of Swords in that mutual energy. I think both of you are feeling like, how much more can I take? How much longer can this go on? Is this other person feeling the same way? Or am I going to put myself out there and then, boom, I'm going to feel stabbed in the back about it? I mean, the only way to know is to try, right? Eight of Cups. That's also the mutual energy. I think both, like I said, there are towers on both sides, and there is a need to walk away on both sides. What everybody's walking away from, though, are the karmic situations right now. It's in the universe. It's in the air. It's just happening to everyone. I think everybody, both sides, that mutual energy of realizing that you are the Empress and you are worth more. And again, forget about male, female. It's just about the energy. Both of you are in that Empress energy of knowing that you bring a lot to the table. So why should you be in something where you feel defeated and stabbed in the back? It's time to walk away from what is not serving you. See the moon up there? It's that full moon. It's the time. It's the energy of the full moon is all about purging and releasing. And the best way that I do that during the full moon, I write everything that's not working for me, and I burn it when I'm done so that I can release it out into the universe and say goodbye. This is not for me. This way, then by the time you release, by the time the new moon comes, is when you can manifest all the new and the good. Yep. I knew she would show up. There's the High Priestess. High Priestess understands the 5D better than she understands the 3D. The High Priestess, holds the Akashic records, and she is powerful and all-knowing, and she knows how to use her intuition. She always trusts her gut to know what direction it has to lead her in. And I think right now that intuition is that spiritual path, that awakening, and everything that's happening right now is making you realize that the only way to get to the world, another major arcana card, and that's what it is. You on a soul level, you know that you can be each other's world, what fulfills you and what completes. This is the last card in the major arcana. The Fool's journey starts with the Fool and ends with the world. But you can't get to the world until you've had many, 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 many lessons that you've gone through. The major arcana are all about fate and destiny, and they're all about, each of them is very specific lesson that needs to be learned before you can get here. And one of those lessons is to use your intuition and your discernment on when it's time to leave behind things that no longer serve you. this is the energy that you have to come out of. And in order to come out of it is by walking away. And the high priestess knows when it's time and what to walk away from to head right over to the world. So let's see. I'm going to pull one more deck, see what other messages the universe has, which will just intuitively make sense right now. This is what I mean. You can't even write it. You watch me shuffle. It's not like I could have planned any of this. The Eight of Cups again came out. This is the time that the universe is telling you the full moon is the perfect energy for it. Walk away what is no longer serving you. And after you walk away, then it's time after that heartbreak, and sometimes it's not even heartbreak over the specific person, but more of the situation and the hopes that you had for it. You know, a lot of you could have families, kids, homes, whatever together, things that a future that you imagined. And for you to walk away from it takes a lot of effort. And then after that, it's time to kind of go within a little bit and take that time for you so that you can heal and you can be the right person for that other person. Because until we're fully healed, we just can't be a divine counterpart to anyone unless we are able to be divine within ourselves. Believe me, I know I did it myself after my divorce, not taking the proper time to heal. And it just, led me down wrong avenues not because the avenue was wrong, because I was wrong. I was not in a good headspace. The universe is telling you that you can't it's not just a matter of walking away. That's not enough, because you still hold on to any of the traumas, and because that's the point of the karmic relationships, right? They're supposed to teach us really harsh lessons. And I think sometimes you don't even realize just how traumatized or just how much toxicity you hold, and how you may punish the next person for it, because you didn't take the time to rest and go within for a little bit yourself first. I'm going to pull a love oracle card, and then I'll leave you with a song. For any of my new watchers, I will leave you at the end with a song that I shuffle from a playlist. And I resonate a lot with music, and I think anybody who resonates with my readings is going to be similar in that you find a lot of signs in your in songs that come up, a lot of synchronicities and different things. My ear is ringing right now. It means you're going to hear something real soon that's going to change things up a little bit. And so I'll leave you with the song. And again, you can resonate with the title, the artist, the lyrics, but you'll know, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I think, honestly, this is very specific to the masculines, because the feminines know that in order to be in their power, they can't be the aggressors. That was my mistake. You cannot be the dominant energy. And I think some of the females are so used to being in masculine energy because they had to be protective of themselves in these karmic relationships that may have been abusive or just not the right place for them. And I think that masculine energy carries over sometimes. So until you heal and take that time to reflect and figure it all out, and I think a lot of the females are in that energy right now because they've already realized that those tower moments happened, that they needed to walk away, that they needed to find themselves in order to be whole for the next person. And I feel like that's why now it's time for the masculines to figure themselves out too. Again, the females awaken first, and then that's what leads the divine masculine collective to elevate and rise. And I think right now they're a little bit more still in their towers and still in the realizations that they are in karmic situations that maybe weren't all they were expecting them to be, or there was just a toxicity that was holding them there. And now they know that their soul has no choice but to move forward. It's just how it has to happen. So let's see what your song choice is for this full moon in December. Universe has jokes sometimes. Tony Braxton, he wasn't man enough. And no, Divine Masculines, I don't think that that song has to do with you not being man enough. I think it's more a matter of realizing that the karmics weren't. Anyway, that's I hope that this was helpful for you, and I hope that this that song is killing me right now. What a random ending to this kind of a read. But not random at all. That's the best part. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope it resonated. I'll see you again around the mid-month energy. Like I said, take this time in the full moon to release everything that's not working, because your soul knows what isn't working for you anymore, and you have to stop denying the soul calling. Because if you keep denying it and you keep hanging on to what is just not working, it's going to end up just, the universe is going to come for you, and it's going to bring a tower moment that you cannot come back from. You know, there will inevitably be the straw that breaks the camel's back. It's going to happen. And if you don't walk away before that happens, the universe is going to force it there so hard that you're going to have no choice. Don't wait till it gets to that point. Some of us have made the mistake of doing that, but you know, you live, you learn the lessons, and that's how we move forward and we grow. And honestly, at the end of it all, that's the whole point of this whole connection, of any kind of a twin flame connection, is about you finding yourself in a way that you've never realized before. And that other person, that divine counterpart, sometimes will just ignite that in you so that it happens, which is why sometimes these connections can take months, years, even decades for some people to develop. I'm not suggesting that it's going to take decades for a lot of you, but some of you may already be in it for decades, and it's divine timing. There's just because we want something in the moment doesn't mean that the universe says that it's ours right then. Doesn't mean it's not meant to be ours. It's just that the timing is wrong, because not enough lessons were learned, which means you will never go into that relationship with the right understanding and appreciation. So enjoy the energy right now, because it is absolutely in your favor to go forward. The energy is so mutual on both sides. You have similar cards. It's just similar, it's really, it's a fascinating time energetically right now. The dreams are wild. I remembered a dream last night for the first time in like a year. I mean, and it was intense and crazy. Shot up at 3:33 in the morning, literally like I was on fire, where it was so real. It was like the people were still in the room with me. It was nuts. Lost my mother 20 years ago. She was in the dream. Lost my grandmother 30 years ago. She was in the dream. I never dreamed of my grandmother. I hadn't dreamt of my mother in years. In fact, I wasn't even remembering my dreams anymore. The DM in the dream, wild energies right now. I can't even explain it if I tried. Take the energy and run with it, because the universe is giving you signs, synchronicities everywhere. So again, if you don't do it, the universe is going to smack you right in the head and say, it's right here. Do it. Go, leave, go forward, go on your spiritual quest. It doesn't even mean, like I said, that you have to end up together, or it's the awakening, the enlightenment that all of this brings to make you realize your self-worth, and to make you realize that you will never settle in a karmic relationship for less ever anymore. It's just, you've elevated too far beyond that. So I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you for the mid-month readings.